High in the western Himalayas, cradled in the Karakoram mountains of northern Pakistan, lies a plateau known as the Land of Giants. The Deosai Plateau in Gilgit-Baltistan is the second highest plateau in the world. The Deosai National Park was created here in 1993, and it is home to the endangered Himalayan brown bear. This is the sole habitat in the whole of South Asia that can claim an increasing bear population. In 1993, the situation was very different.
In the early years, there were a lot of difficulties in Deosai in terms of conservation.
The Himalayan Wildlife Foundation recognized that the very survival of the bears in Deosai was at risk and decided to act. They gathered international funding and set up a field camp, conducting vital research on all aspects of the bears and their habitat.
We counted the bears and all we could find were 17 bears. Compared to what we had heard from the wildlife department, there were 500. We were really worried that maybe there were 500 bears once upon a time and maybe this is all that is left. So we have to do something.
The Himalayan Wildlife Foundation worked with local communities to foster conservation awareness and also recruited park staff from here. Training the local people in park management gave them a vested interest in the future welfare of the park.
We left in 2002-03. We handed it over to the department. The basic systems were in place. There was a level of protection and the department got its staff in place with its own funding.
By 2007, the population of brown bears in the park had grown significantly. 43 of these fascinating creatures were now living in the Deosai Plateau. Sadly, the fate of the bears and their survival is by no means assured as yet. The care of the park is now solely in the hands of the Gilgit-Baltistan government.
The biggest problem that we face is lack of funds. The number of staff that we have in the park, that is very limited. Their ability to move around is very limited. It is 2,600 square kilometers of territory in a difficult terrain.
With little revenue of its own, Gilgit-Baltistan has few resources with which to manage all of its responsibilities in this highly impoverished area. Conservation has had to take a back seat. The arrangement that visitors from within the region don't need to pay to enter the national park limits income even further.
हमने कभी उनके ऊपर ज़्यादा फोकस नहीं किया है। सिर्फ और सिर्फ वो टूरिस्ट जो आते हैं वो भी बहुत नॉमिनल चार्जेस उनसे, जो जीबी से बाहर के जो लोग होते हैं उनसे 40 रुपीस पर हेड के हिसाब से, और जो फॉरेनर होते हैं $8 पर हेड के हिसाब से लिए जाते हैं.
But even these minimal charges are not put towards the management of the park. Strengthening the park's revenue stream is vital, and charging a small fee for all visitors could provide the funds the Wildlife Department desperately needs.
One other initiative that we'd like to see put in place is a very effective community collaboration and awareness program in which all the people of the local communities join in the effort, own the seat as their asset and their future, and work with the department and people like us.
Environmental education is not only required for local communities, but is also vital for the staff and visitors for Deosai and the general public. It helps to bridge the knowledge gap and is crucial to achieving lasting cooperation and collaboration in conservation efforts. responsibility for protecting this exceptional treasure now rests with the authorities and people of Gilgit-Baltistan. To preserve it, they will need the support of international donors and all of us who hope to safeguard Deosai for future generations. Today, the brown bear is one of the most threatened animals in South Asia. The future of the species in Pakistan, and perhaps the region, may well depend on the stability of the Deosai National Park. It and its biodiversity must be protected, so that future generations can continue to enjoy this valuable part of our natural world.